Hello and welcome to the Clever Fox YouTube channel. My name is Ilysse and I'm so excited about today's video because it is the most wonderful time of the year, and I'm not talking about the holidays. I'm talking about planner season. This is the time of year to choose your 2026 planners that are going to help you set up the life of your dreams. And today I have chosen my top 3 Clever Fox planners for you to take a look at and see what you want to use for 2026. Make sure that you watch this whole video so you don't miss any of the elements of these planners that make them my top 3 choices. And if you're not yet subscribed to our channel, make sure to click that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Let's see which ones I picked. We're first going to start with the planner that's going to be used to plan all the things. So we'll move these aside, and I have the Weekly Planner Premium Edition here. This is an A5 size planner. It comes in a ton of colors, so if a color that I'm showing here is not the color for you, don't even worry because there's so many color options. And of course, you're going to have a band to keep this closed and then also a pen loop. So let's do a little tour of this planner. We have Weekly Planner Premium Edition. Then you have space for what is the vision for the life I want and what is my life's purpose, what is my mission. I think that whenever you're setting up a new planner, it's really important to dive into these areas because sometimes we just want to jump right into the planning part, and then we end up living the same life over and over again, year after year, or the same year over and over again. With a planner like this, really taking the time, even if you're doing it in front of the television or while you're listening to music, or one item a day for a week, is really helpful to make the most out of the planner. We have a gratitude section, affirmation, what am I passionate about, and skills to learn and habits to adopt this year. Then you have a 2-page vision board. For vision boards, you can do things like cut out of magazines, print out of off the internet. There's also so many vision board books out there that you can cut and include things from your vision into your vision board. Then we have a life goals section for annual goals. So 3 lines for health and fitness, business and career, family and friends, relationships and romance, finance, personal development, fun and recreation, and spiritual. And then you have 3-month goals. So this is one of the reasons I love this planner, is because you're going to do your annual goals, but then your 3-month goals. And I really like 3-month goals because I feel like sometimes the goals we set at the beginning of the year are really hard because you don't actually know what's going to change within that year. So much of life can change in 12 months, and this really allows you to break it down and focus on 3 months. So you have 5 areas that you can set goals in, including the why you want it and the reward if achieved, and then create a mind map. We have several videos here on our channel doing 3-month goals and mind maps, so definitely check those out if you haven't seen them and you're not quite sure how to use this area. Then you're going to have the month, so you'll have the whole month plan, habits to adopt, skills to learn, things to avoid, places to go, people to see, this month's goals, this month's wins, and how I'll improve next month. And then you have a monthly review. So there's a lot of reflection in this planner. What were the biggest wins? What were the biggest lessons learned and insights gained? Which life areas were lacking and why? And you'll do kind of a rating on life areas. And then what tasks were not accomplished and why? How do I feel about my progress? I am looking forward to things I will do to make myself happy next month, and how I will improve next month. So with this, you're going to get all 3 months of the first quarter as your monthlies. This planner also comes with these ribbon bookmarks. So if you wanted to keep one in the month that you're currently in, you can do that, because after you have the 3 months, oh, that's 12 months. Okay, I'm gonna need to rework that, sorry. And then you'll have the next month. And the way that this planner works is you'll have all 12 months at the start. And every the sun is coming in. Once you do your monthly review, you will then go to the next month. And the way that this planner works is that all 12 months are at the start of the planner. There are 3 ribbon bookmarks, so if you wanted to leave one of your bookmarks in the month that you're currently in, you can do that, so you can easily flip to it. After every 3 months, you will have another set of monthly goals and mind map. So this is how you're going to stay on top of your quarterly goals. Once you get through all of the monthlies, then we are going to shift into the weekly planning. What I really love about this layout for weekly planning is that you have all of the plans over here. So you have Monday through Sunday, and you can really use this however you want. You can separate this into lines and you can put bullet points. You can separate categories. The Saturday and Sunday are split. But the right side is really where the brain dumping happens, because you have your main goal, your priorities for the week, open dot grid space, a personal to-do list, habits and skills, this week's wins, and how I'll improve next week. And then you could take another bookmark and pop it right in here, because that will be the week that you're currently on. So that's how the rest of this is going to go. It is undated, so I think it's really helpful to keep a ribbon bookmark where the month is and where you are in the week. At the back of this planner, there's also a ton of dot grid pages. I love extra pages that are blank in a planner, because you can use these for list making. You can use them for like ideas that you have of things you want to do or you need to do, but you're not quite sure where in your planner they fit yet. Kind of like an inbox, you can use those here. So you can even add the 3rd bookmark right there. This planner also comes with some sticker sheets. So we have some quotes, boxes and appointments, habit trackers. I love these icon stickers because you have the check mark, some running, birthday cake, coffee. Then we have day off, groceries, important work. We have some budgeting stickers, and then just some fun extra motivational stickers. So this is the weekly planner premium edition, which usually means that it does include goals. Like I said, this is the A5 size. This planner does also have larger sizes with different layouts. So there's a lot of different options if you want a planner that includes goals. But I highly recommend that if you're going to use a new planner in 2026, you absolutely include one that has the goal setting section. It's okay if you don't set 10 goals for the year or 5 goals every single quarter, or if you don't achieve them, but having this space gives you a better chance of setting and achieving goals than not having the space at all. Next up, now that we have our plans and our goals handled, we are going to talk about budgeting. So I have the budget planner here. This is a spiral bound budget planner, and it also does have a ribbon book. It does have a band to keep it closed. We have financial goals. I love setting financial goals because, again, setting a goal gives you a better chance of accomplishing it than not setting a goal at all. And then you have a mind map. Then we have strategy, new strategy I need to learn to achieve my financial goals, my money affirmations on wealth and prosperity, actions I will take to earn more money, actions I will take to cut my expenses. Then you have important dates. This is such a great element in a budget planner because how often does something get automatically charged or you have something up for renewal and you kind of forgot about it? So the way that I would use the important date section is by putting in a couple of different things. Number one, I would put in my annual renewals. So I have an annual renewal for my Amazon Prime membership. I have quarterly bills for my my water and sewer. I get those billed quarterly. I would also put in some birthdays. This is a budget planner, so it's not a list for every birthday of everyone you know in the world, but it is important for things that are going to cost money. So maybe my brother's birthday, my fiance's birthday, my niece and nephew, an anniversary. In August, maybe if you're a parent, you want to put some back to school shopping. Things like that are going to come up and you shouldn't be surprised about, but sometimes we are. So that's really helpful for this important date section. Then you're going to have your monthly budget. So again, it's undated. You'll put the month and year, this month's goals, checklist, income, savings, and then you have your calendar here, and then your monthly budget. So it's going to be categorized by housing, food, healthcare, transportation, personal loans, entertainment, and other. And then you'll have total budgeted, total actual, and difference. Now, throughout the month, you're going to have expense trackers. So you'll write the date, the description, the category, and the amount. What I like to do after I filled out the expense tracker, and again, we have videos on this, is highlight them with different colors. So if the expense has come from my housing budget, I will highlight it so that at the end, I can total up how much I ended up spending on housing elements, and it's just a lot easier. So you're going to have a lot of expense trackers here. And then again, one of the biggest things I think is a bonus in this planner is the monthly budget review. Your opening balance, total income, total expenses, difference, total savings, and balance moving forward. Then you're going to do a spending analysis. So each little slice here is worth 5%. So you'll see, did you spend 50% of your income on housing or 50% of your spending, and really be able to see where your money is going. Then you'll write your biggest wins this month. Did I meet my budget? If not, why? Did I achieve this month's goals? If not, why? This is what I learned this month by tracking my expenses, and I will do this within 1 month to improve. And then you have ideas and notes. And then you're going to continue into the next month. Once you get to the back of the planner, you are going to have savings trackers. Savings trackers are monumental in reaching savings goals because it really helps see what you're tracking and the progress that you're making. So you'll write down what you're saving for, the amount needed, the due date, the date, the deposit, and the balance. You could also use this, even though it says deposit, you could draw a little plus or minus to indicate a deposit or a withdrawal. Some things that we save for require us to take out some money. The best example I have of this was several years ago. I went to New Orleans for a bachelorette party, and I had been saving for a while, but then I needed some money for the flight, and then I continued saving, and then I needed some money to contribute to the Airbnb. So even though not all the money that I saved was spent on the trip, some of it I indicated as a withdrawal as we were preparing for the trip. So you'll have a lot of these savings trackers. Then we have debt trackers, again, a really important visual to getting your budget on track. You have the debt name, starting balance, minimum payment, date, amount paid, and balance. And then we have a holiday budget. How many of us go past what we want to spend on the holidays? We have a holiday budget for gifts, wrapping and cards, groceries, decorations, and then you can add anything else there. We have a gift list for spending and then holiday spending. So this is just a transaction log of all the spending you did in the holiday. In addition to being able to stay on track with your budget for the holidays, the other benefit of this is being able to reference it year after year, because you may look and say, oh, you know what, we probably could have saved in this category, or this was what we spent on cards. Maybe we'll do something different this year. Then you have your bill trackers. With the bill trackers, you're going to write the bill name here. So let's say my mortgage, my HOA, my car insurance, my car payment. Then you'll write the months. As you get the bills in, you'll write the amounts here, and you can also highlight them once they've been paid. Where this is really helpful is for two reasons. Number one, you'll be able to mark off when you've paid a bill so you don't forget it. Number two, for any variable bills, such as maybe car insurance can be variable from renewal to renewal, but my electric bill is definitely variable, credit card bills, or gas spending, anything that's variable like that can be in here, because you'll be able to see, oh, in July, we spend a lot more on electricity than we do in October. And it helps you budget, again, year after year. Then we have a summary of the year. So if you spent all 12 months doing your monthly summary, you'll be able to fill this out. So all the months of the year, the income, expenses, difference in savings, and then your expenses summary. Again, really helpful for budgeting moving forward. The best way for someone to start a budget is to look at their previous spending, because it's impossible to set a budget for groceries if you have no idea what your grocery spending is. So being able to look at your monthly expenses is really helpful, and now you'll have this in an annual view. I think this would also make a really great gift for someone who is looking to budget, even like a recent college graduate with a new job. And then you have a check register. If you still pay anything with checks, that's in here for you. And then you have accounts information. My only recommendation with accounts information is, if you're going to be bringing this budget planner with you on the go, maybe don't fill this out. I feel like this is information, especially with password and stuff, that you should really only have at home in a secure place. But it's really helpful too, because you're not going to lose your information if you have it all in here. Then you have some doc grid pages. These can be used for mind mapping, ideas, etc., subscriptions to cancel. And this planner also is, of course, going to come with a guide and then a pocket folder, and we have some budgeting stickers. So I have used some of these stickers, which is why they're off, but you do have budgeting stickers in here. So this is the budget planner that's spiraled. There's also larger ones. There's also book bound, and we have a bi-weekly budget planner if you're someone who gets paid bi-weekly and that's how you would prefer to budget. So we have a planner for goals and plans. We have a planner for budgeting, and now it's time to have a planner for you. Again, this comes in multiple colors. This is the Self Mastery Journal, and this is one of my favorite products right now because I really love the idea of focusing on yourself. I saw a quote recently, and the age doesn't really matter because we have such a wide variety of people who are watching our videos and our customers. But I found the quote really relatable, and it talked about your 30s being the time that you kind of center back and focus on yourself. I myself am 38, and I am noticing in the last year or so that I'm really going back to some of the activities that brought me joy as a child. I feel like my 20s and my mid 30s were really focused on work, and while I'm still focused on work, I'm definitely finding myself again, like that inner Ilysse, that inner child. And this planner is also really going to help you do it, or this journal. So first up, we have what fills me with joy: physical well-being, mental well-being, work, financial, family and relationships, and social life. We're all going to have different things that fill us with joy. And then also what drains me. A really good example of how we can vary in this is I need to rest and recharge. And for me, recharging means maybe laying on my couch, watching TV, doing a craft, opening a book. For my fiance, he recharges by being out and being social and being with his friends. That recharges his battery, that drains my battery. And so finding a balance there, but knowing what fills you with joy and what drains you, I think, is really important. Then you have space for some goals. So these can be really personal, focused on yourself types of goals. They don't have to match the goals that you put in the premium weekly planner. And then we have habits and routines I want to follow. What do I want to follow every day? So for me, a habit and routine I want to follow every day is keeping my desk cleaned off. My desk gets very cluttered very easily, and then it stresses me out in the morning when I come into my office. Every week, I want to make sure that there's a full house reset every week and my fridge is stocked. Every month, my first instinct was saying track my budget and make sure I'm staying online with that. But really, we're trying to focus on this. So for me, every month, I want to make sure that I'm printing out photos and documenting the memories that I had in the month. And every year, I want to be evaluating where I'm at and how I want to move forward. Then we have a habit and routine tracker. So you're going to have habits here, and then you have 3 months. And you have 3 months of habits and routines. So you'll list all of your habits here, and then you'll check off the days that you got those habits or routines done. Then we have a monthly, and you're going to have 4 months here. And then we have our daily journaling. This is why I love this journal so much, is you have a morning and an evening reflection. So you have the date and time. I am grateful for, positive affirmation, top goals for today. Now, even though we have the weekly planner, this gives you a little bit more of a broken down schedule each day. So I would say this is kind of a combination between a daily planner and a self-mastery journal, because you're going to have journaling space in the evening, but there's also some over here as well, plus the doc grid section. You're also going to put the time and the evening. What went well today? What can you improve? What part of your day is most productive for you and why? Consider what strategy you can try to boost your productivity this week, and then journal. And these prompts are going to change. So it's not that every single day are going to be the same prompts, but I think it's really helpful and it doesn't take very long. Sometimes when you look at having multiple planners, it can feel overwhelming because you may think you're going to be spending so much time using them. And we also have video using this. It really doesn't take much time. This may be about 10 minutes because you want to add your schedule, your to-do list. And then this journaling really should only be about 5 minutes. So that is going to carry you. Here's an example of a page that we've worked on here in June. So I did a 7:15 and then I did a 6:45. Then at the back of this, you're also going to have dot grid pages as well, a pocket folder, and this also comes with stickers because stickers just make everything better. Really pretty, nice neutral stickers. Of course, you have a pen loop and the band to keep it together in addition to the ribbon bookmarks. So you could put one bookmark with your goals, you could put another bookmark where you are in the month, and another bookmark of where you are in the week. And again, this comes in multiple colors. So those are my top 3 picks for planners for 2025. We have the Self Mastery Journal, we have a budget planner, and we have the Weekly Planner Premium Edition. Make sure to check out the website to pick these up, pick out your favorite color, pick a favorite color for a gift, and then also check out other sizes. These are all the A5 size, but we have plenty of 8.5 by 11 if you want something a little bit larger. Let us know your favorite in the comments. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to our channel and you have your notification bell turned on. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning, and we'll see you next time.